Man, what's up, beautiful people? It's cold out here, but I love being outside so much, man, that I can't help it. It's freezing cold, but that sun is still shining on me, so I'm out here. It's a beautiful day, and I want to talk to you guys today about networking, right? It sounds like a boring topic. Everyone always talks about networking, but I'm going to drop some gems on you, so stay tuned, all right? A lot of people suck at networking, guys. Let's just be real. Like, people are very robotic, very salesy when they approach people online. And I think the best thing you can do, point blank period, is to focus on building a relationship with somebody before you try to leverage them. Before you try to get them to do what you want them to do, you have to have built some sort of connection, a human connection with this person in order for them to help you. So I'm gonna give you some practical strategies that you can actually use. This is another one of those topics as far as networking. This is another one of those topics that could apply to pretty much anybody. But right now, I'm gonna just give the example of a former athlete. So let's say you just graduated from school, or you're just, your professional career is over, whether you played overseas, you got cut from a team, whatever. You are trying to figure out your next steps in life and you have a clear picture. And this is assuming that you have a clear picture of what you want to do moving forward. If you don't, you need to reach out to me. You need to reach out to somebody. You need to spend some time reflecting. You need to have a conversation with someone who you trust, who can kind of help guide you and navigate you. I can't tell you how important it is to be very clear about where you're going and why you're doing it. And there's no point in starting to network or trying to get your foot in the door in an industry that you may not even want to really get into, especially if you're not doing it for the right reasons or if you're doing it for money or something like that. Okay. But let's say you are crystal clear on the industry that you want to get into and you want to start networking. Look into podcasts that are revolving around that topic and look for guests. Like, here's an example. Okay, Joy Walker. Shout out Joy Walker, Sets for Life podcast. I was on her podcast. If you listen to Joy Walker's podcast, she has guests on there who are former athletes who are well established in their careers or in their businesses. So I would comb through her episodes and look for somebody who is, oh, this person is in sports tech. This person is a coach. This person is in real estate. This person does XYZ. Whatever it is that you want to get into, look for different podcast episodes with guests who are actually in that field and reach out to them. It doesn't get any better than that. If they're a former athlete and they're doing what you already want to do, reach out to that person. Like, that's a great tool for you to be able, listening to podcasts is a great tool for you to be able to listen to what people are doing in your industry who are well established. And then once you get to know them, you can reach out to them. And you want to do this on a very human level, right? You don't want to say, hey, I heard you on Joy's podcast. Can you help me? Like, say something good about what you heard. Like, if you took the time to listen to an episode and this person said something that really jumped out at you, or you felt like this is someone who can help me get where I want to go, make it a point to say that, hey, I listened to you on XYZ podcast. I really love that you said this, this, and this. I'm a former athlete who's looking to get into this industry. Would you be willing to give me any advice? I don't want to take up too much of your time. Just come to them very humble and just asking them if they could help you. You're lost. You need some guidance. They've been in your shoes. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help you. Now, another thing I want to say, and this kind of plays off of what I was just saying, is you want to make sure you have a very humble and very human element to you when you reach out. You want to reach out to them as if you are face to face with this person. There are certain people, the way they reach out to me, I won't even respond, to be honest with you. And if you're watching this and I haven't responded to you yet, maybe it's the way you reached out, or maybe I'm just busy. Like, if we've had some dialogue, then I'm not talking to you, but maybe I just haven't gotten to your message yet or whatever. But there's some people, for example, someone will add me and just be like, let's jump on a call. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, hello to you too. You know what I mean? I don't know you. I don't know you, bro. Hello to you too. Like, never approach anyone like it's a privilege for them to be talking to you. Just really try to make it a point to connect with people who you feel like you can learn from and are doing things that you want to walk in their footsteps. Like, they've already laid out the trail of breadcrumbs for you. All you got to do is connect with them, and just very humbly ask them if they will be willing to give you some advice, whether that's through, Messenger, whether they're willing to spend 10, 15 minutes on the phone with you, just to kind of help you get where you want to go. Don't be afraid to reach out, guys. So many people are afraid to, like, especially former athletes are afraid to reach out and admit that we don't know what the hell we're doing and reach out and ask for help. So don't be that person. I was that person and it didn't get me anywhere. Once you've done all this networking and you got your foot in the door, don't be like everyone else and just apply off of Indeed and just, all right, I did my part. I'm good. You're not good. Like, thousands of other people are potentially applying to that position. Go to the company website, apply in the company website, look up the company and look for recruiters who work in your area at that company and send a message to the recruiter on LinkedIn. Like, hey, I just applied for XYZ position. on Indeed and on the company website. Would love to schedule a conversation with you. Would love to do an informational interview with you about the position just to find out more. I've gotten jobs that way. I reached out to a recruiter one time for a recruiting position, ironically enough, and I told her that I wanted to have a conversation about the position, and she ended up interviewing me on the spot and told me to come into the LA office like a week later, and I ended up getting the job, and it was one of the best jobs I ever had, and it gave me experience to be able to run my business because of the experience that I got at that job. So that's how things work out, guys. When you're willing to put in the extra effort, when you're willing to push yourself, just like we did with sports, you got to push yourself in your job search process. You got to push yourself when you're looking to start a business. One more thing, guys, before I let you go, and I think it's important that I say this. It's not too late. If you're a former athlete, it's not too late. I know some of us, including myself, didn't do the best job of networking or trying to create opportunities or internships or anything for ourselves that we could so that we could land smoothly once we finish playing sports. I know a lot of us didn't do a good job of networking because we were so wrapped up in the sport. But now that you're not playing the sport anymore, there's no time like the present, guys. You're not behind. Trust me. Just do it now. Okay. You didn't do your networking while you were playing. That's okay. Most of us didn't. To be real about it, most of us didn't do our networking or set ourselves up for success after sports. But hey, you can do it now. Okay. And don't blame your coaches. I know it's like nobody's helping me. This is a story that I had in my mind, but it gives you a victim mentality. Like, don't blame them or make them wrong because they can't help you. They have their focus is on the current athletes. They don't have any resources or time to spend with people who are graduated and not on campus anymore and are off living their lives. All right, for real, I'm out of here. I love you guys. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, subscribe to the podcast, leave me a rating and review, show me some love. If you're getting some value, share it with somebody. Please help somebody else out who needs this information. I know I could have used it. I wish somebody would have shared this with me, back when I was going through my trials and tribulations of life after sports. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to work, guys. It's a beautiful day out here. The sun is shining on me, as you can see. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling abundant. I love you guys. Have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Peace.